IQOO has just launched Z11 in India, competing in the mid-range segment. But how good is it when you look beyond specifications? In this video, I'm going to put the phone through several important categories and give my scores. At the end of the video, we will combine all the scores and see if this phone is worth the money. Let's begin. Z11 has a fairly premium looking design. It is just 7.99mm thick and weighs 199 grams. You get a curved display at the front, curved edges, and a large camera bar at the back. The phone also gets both IP68 and IP69 certifications. It means the phone has serious protection against water and dust, which is good to see at this price. The only thing missing here is a more premium material. The Z11 uses a plastic frame and back, but considering the size of the battery inside, keeping the weight below 200 grams is actually impressive. So for design and build, I am giving it 8 out of 10. Now, we get to one of the strongest parts of this phone. It has a massive 6.83-inch 1.5K display with 144Hz refresh rate. And because it is a curved panel, it also looks more premium than what you normally expect at this price. The higher 1.5K resolution should give you noticeably sharper text and images than a typical Full HD panel. And 144Hz refresh rate makes scrolling and animations feel extremely smooth. Whether you are watching YouTube, browsing Instagram, playing games, or simply scrolling through menus, this is a display you will notice. So the display gets 9 out of 10. For performance, it is using the new MediaTek Dimensity 7500 turbo processor, and this is paired with up to 12GB of RAM and UFS 3.1 storage. There is also a large vapor chamber cooling system to help with sustained performance. In benchmark testing, the phone crosses the 1 million mark on AnTuTu, and in real-world use, the performance is dependable. Games run well, apps open quickly, and 144Hz display makes everything feel even smoother. But I would not call this the fastest phone in this price range. So I think it deserves a strong score, but not a perfect one. Performance gets 8.5 out of 10. Now, this is where things become more interesting. The main camera is 50-megapixel Sony sensor with optical image stabilization. And you also get an 8-megapixel ultra-wide camera. At the front, there is a 32-megapixel selfie camera. The main camera is capable of taking good photos in daylight. You get good detail, decent dynamic range, and OIS helps when shooting in lower light. But this is not a camera phone. 8-megapixel ultra-wide is useful, but the quality is clearly behind the main sensor. And low-light photography can show noise and loss of fine detail. So if your priority is gaming, battery life and display, this camera is still good enough. So camera gets 7.5 out of 10. Coming to the battery, Z11 has a massive 7050 mAh battery that is bigger than what you normally see in this segment. And this is one of those upgrades you can actually feel. With normal usage, this should comfortably get you through a full day. With lighter use, you can get close to 2 days of battery life. But there is one strange decision here. The phone supports only 44-watt charging. For a battery this large, I would have liked to see at least 65-watt charging. Some competitors in this price range are already offering 80-watt or even 90-watt charging. So battery and charging gets 8 out of 10. Z11 runs on Android 16 with Origin OS on top. It has quite a few AI features. You get things like AI captions, transcription, and summaries. Some of these features can actually be useful. For example, if you record a lecture or meeting, transcription and summaries can save you a lot of time. The phone also gets 3 Android upgrades and 5 years of security updates. That is a respectable commitment. But Origin OS is not the cleanest Android experience. There are pre-installed apps that you may not necessarily need. So I would call the software experience good, but not exceptional. Software experience gets 7.5 out of 10. Now comes the most important score, value for money. Z11 starts at 35,000 for 6 GB RAM and 128 GB storage. And 8 GB RAM and 256 GB storage costs 45,000. The top end 12 GB RAM, 256 GB storage goes all the way to 50,000. And this is where my opinion changes. At around 35,000, the Z11 makes a lot of sense. You are getting an excellent display, strong performance, a huge battery and a good main camera. But once you move towards 45 or 50,000, the competition becomes much tougher. You can find phones with faster charging, stronger processors, or better overall camera systems. Even IQOO's own Neo 10 is currently priced below 44,000 and brings a much more powerful Snapdragon 8s Gen 4 processor and 120 watt charging. For value for money, I am giving Z11 7.5 out of 10. So, should you buy Z11? I think it is a very good phone, but I would specifically recommend the 35,000 variant, and I am giving Z11 an overall score of 8.1 out of 10. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and also subscribe if you are not. If you have any questions, please drop a comment. I will be happy to answer them. I will see you on the next one. Until next time, take care.